Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this LCTV broadcast of Littleton High School football. I'm Ben Storman along with Lincoln Palmer, and we are here at Alumni Field in Littleton, Mass. for this Friday night matchup between your Littleton Tigers and the visiting Narragansett Warriors. So, taking a look back here at these last 3 weeks, the Tigers are 2-1 and looking to continue this modest winning streak after defeating the Murdoch Blue Devils at home last week, 26-6. Meanwhile, if we flip things over and look at Narragansett, they're also 2-1 and looking to win back-to-back games, having defeated Prouty of Worcester 28-20 last week. So, Lincoln, it's raining, it's pouring, the old man is indeed snoring.
That's good stuff, baby.
With the weather in mind, Link, what are the keys to the game?
A little onside kick right away to start the game off. Big thing here. This, like you said, it's raining. The key for the Tigers: don't turn the ball over. You know, that's what it's going to come down to. You can give up one, right? We're going to give them one,
right?
But you cannot have 2-3 turnovers. And on the flip side of things is you need to be getting at that running back, and you need to get that ball out.
Right. I can imagine this game's going to be one on the ground with this weather. There's not going to be a lot of passing. Ball's going to be slippery. So expect a lot of running here, ladies and gents.
Andrew Milner in at quarterback for the Tigers. Oh, high snap. Get on it. And, he might not have.
Ball squirted out.
He fell on it, but it got out.
Wow.
That's
wow.
bad.
That's it looked like Milner was able to fall on that at the end, but this ball's wet and it squirted out there in Narragansett.
Terrible snap for the Tigers. That was about 6 feet over Milner's head.
You said it to begin the turnovers. What do you know exactly what the doctor ordered?
I said one turnover for the whole game, all right? They said we'll use it on the first play.
Yeah, in golf we call it a breakfast ball, but
this ain't hole one. All right, so now the Warriors, that's a pretty textbook start here for the Warriors.
Yeah, Link, it's going to be interesting to see what they come out here and run. Probably just going to run the ball as they have the ball at great field position.
And they do that right up the middle. That's a good gain for 10, maybe more. That's a gain of 15. I didn't see who the running back was, but another key for the Tigers is going to be stop the run. Because
absolutely,
we saw that against Tingsboro, and we saw that in the first half of last week against a good Murdoch team.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, in the second half, they were able to stop the run, but that's going to be important to do this week as well. And it looks like they're going to bring down some linebackers to try to do just that. They got eight men on the line, but still a gain of about 3.
Looks like that's Joseph Pinero on the tackle there. Good little game. I mean, too few yards, but with that last run of 15, coming back, getting a few yards here on.
Looks like it was Jordan Bauman with the carry.
Does get 3.
He was listed as a freshman quarterback, but
hey, Link, you run it and get 3 every time. You'll be going for it on 4th.
3, 6, 9, 12. Alrighty. 2-by-2 look again. One in the backfield. And a little sweep play to the right. And probably a gain of 6 and then knocked down just short of the first. Going to be 3rd down and about 1, maybe 2.
Yeah. Pinero goes off tackle there. Another good gain on the run. Lincoln, you talked about it a little bit last week, but it took Littleton about a good quarter and a half to get adjusted to Murdoch's run. And that was the only thing they were doing. So
yeah, they didn't throw the ball once. Or no, they did once one play on a conversion. They threw the ball. It looks like Littleton's really selling out on this run here, which is good to see. They don't really have to worry about getting beat over the top here, as they're on about the 9-yard line, bringing lots of linebackers down. Outside handoff. She's going to be short. Beautiful stop there by the Tigers. They're going to push them back, probably a loss of 2. So now they're going to have a decision here to make. Narragansett.
Yeah, let's see if they have a field goal kicker, they'll use them. But
4th and 4.
Well, in the weather,
we saw the snapping, and they are substituting 3 players here. Well, that could be doesn't really look like a kicking unit. Maybe a jumbo set. 63 subs in for the Tigers. And Hunter Barlow subs out for the Warriors.
So we got a 4th and 4, and this would be a massive stop.
Absolutely
for the
huge.
Tigers after
Absolutely
that turnover.
huge. Yeah, you almost have to have it. And timeout Warriors.
I think they're thinking that same thing because they just called a timeout. Easter wants to think this thing over, make sure he calls the right play. I like the timeout. I know it's still early.
No, that was timeout Warriors. That was timeout Warriors.
Really?
Really.
Wow.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Well, they still want to think about it too, so.
Now, I mean, what are you doing as a head coach here offensively? You have to go for it. I don't think you. I mean, we don't know what they have in a field goal kicker.
No, that's exactly right, Palmer. We don't know what they have for a leg. So yeah, you probably do go for this thing. I mean, it's not like you're turning the ball over at midfield.
Well, riddle me this: if you knew you had a kicker like Bronco, are you kicking this ball?
I'd probably say yes. I mean, we saw him with the PAT. They had a penalty. It pushed him
doinker.
back. He doinked it, but he had the leg, Lincoln, and that's what you're
leg.
looking for in this division. You're looking for the leg, not the accuracy. So yeah, I probably would kick it with Bronco just to get some, make something of that turnover, right?
All right, and now the Warriors come out. They do have a jumbo set. It looks like all of them got a hand down. Snap QB keeper right up the middle. Contact was made. It's going to come down to the spot. Looks like they're short.
Right, this is going to be close, Lincoln.
It looks like they're short. Tigers come up celebrating, make a couple substitutions. That's a big stop.
Big stop.
That's gotta boost the confidence of that defense. Is stuffing that run on.
You turn the ball over this far down the field, you almost expect 3 points.
All right,
minimum.
now if you're offensively, don't snap this ball into the parking lot through the uprights. First and 10. And little sweep play. Landon Palmer, the pulling guard, makes a man miss. Looked like a little contact on the grill of Milner, but no flag.
Yeah, Lincoln, we talked about before this game. If the Tigers want to win this one, Milner's going to be one of those players that has to have a good game. I mean, he's just one of the most dynamic players on this offense. I'd say him and Mano are going to be your best, receivers. So definitely him having a big game is imperative if they want to move this ball, score points, and win this game.
All right, so they did do a little fake play and hand it off up the middle and probably gain a nothing, maybe loss of 1. I would like to say for the folks at home, we do apologize. Our cameras are not in the normal positions due to this heavy rain. The reason you guys are staying at home tonight. So not quite the camera angles we're in love with, but thanks for sticking with us and thanks for watching the broadcast.
Absolutely. And how about Mark Croy making do with what he has in the weather?
He's been out in the rain all afternoon. And handoff. Milner and Gaina probably
He's going to be short.
2. And that's going to bring up 4th and about 3.5. I think you punt this football away.
Yeah, you have to, in my opinion, with this far down on your own side.
But this is the problem with high school punting is, okay, so.
What's the problem, Lincoln?
I'm going to tell you, okay, Franco's got a good leg, okay? He's going to kick it to what? Maybe the 50-yard line?
Maybe get a roll.
And then they're going to return it at least 10 yards. So your punt is really only netting you 22 yards. I don't know, man. It just and punt,
it's a liner.
bounce.
It's a liner.
And what did I say about the 40? I'm sorry, call it the 38.
Yeah, we wish it was the 50.
So this is where it comes in. You have to punt it to be on the same side as the football gods, but. You also, guys, occasionally on this scoreboard, you're going to occasionally see a passerby, if you will.
Like right now.
And perfect timing. We do apologize for that as well as we have some people filtering in and out to their seats.
The few that are here, that is.
Warriors. Oh, that was a false start. They didn't even call it. 72. And sweep play to the right. Got a big hole. A lot of blockers out in front. And that's going to be, oh, he's still not
He's still
down.
up.
And they're going to bring that inside
He's
the 5.
inside the 10, Lincoln. He's inside the 5, Lincoln.
Big run from Joseph Pinero.
Yeah,
And,
big run there from Joseph Pinero. Number
56
28.
delayed. McCoy got the business on that end of that block.
Guard came around.
I don't know who lit him up, but somebody did. Now
Yeah,
the
good
Warriors
blocking
right
there
up to
by
the line of
Narragansett
scrimmage. Bad
line.
snap, hands it off on the sweep play again. A lot of sweeping, and
Wow,
that's going to get
that's
him
going to
in.
be in.
A lot of
That's going to
sweeping.
be in, Lincoln. That was a little too easy. That was a few runs, and you're in the end zone.
Oh, they should have went for it.
They came out to play.
So, yeah, I mean, they're really liking that sweep play. They're getting 2-3 guys pulling. They're getting two linemen pulling, and then they're bringing one of their backs pulling as well. And that's going to be a problem for the Tigers because you want to stop that middle run, and you bring a lot of your linebackers up.
All right, so Lincoln, let's see this kicker's leg because they elected to go for it
Right.
instead of kicking the field goal.
I believe that's 5. Jacob.
Oh, a little liner, and he barely tucks it in, so I guess we see why.
Yep. That's
one had a
Jacob
lucky kiss on it.
Starsiak.
And good.
Lincoln, that was a knuckleball. Looked like Tim Wakefield trying to find the plate, and it just barely gets in.
But it gets in nonetheless, so 3-0. I mean, oh, no, excuse me, 7-0. I was just going to say, for the Tigers, that's pretty good, but 7-0. Another thing we did notice for the Warriors is they're going to put up, as we saw in that first graph at the beginning of the game, they're going to put up 28 points. They put up 28 points in every one of their games, no more, no less. So, I mean, that's going to be a little bit of a boost for the Tigers of, all right, yeah, they got it, but now it's our chance offensively. Let's get a good return in. I'd anticipate another onside kick. That's what they did for their opening kickoff.
So Lincoln, we think if Narragansett can, or if Littleton can score 28 points here, or 29, I guess technically speaking, they should be able to beat Narragansett. But with
28.5.
Yeah, with this weather, it's going to be very hard to score 29 points.
Absolutely, especially when Littleton's had more luck throwing the ball. And
They have. That's true. Nicholas Brooks coming up, big last game in the passing game.
a little poocher down to the second line, and they'll cover it up. And the Tigers will take the ball at the 36-yard line.
Declan Reedy, or not Declan, that's his brother. Reedy there. Reedy there on the
Liam Reedy with a beautiful play there.
Exactly. All the Reedies. Reedy there smothering it up. Good way to be alert on him.
Hey, and a big shout out to the Reedies down in Tennessee who are at home watching.
Yeah, the grandparents.
This game.
The grandparents.
Yeah. So big shout out to them.
Absolutely.
Now the Tigers in a little shotgun. One back.
Owen Reedy it is.
Passes it off and gain a 3.
And he,
nice
they may be pushing
stick.
for 4.
That was delayed McCoy coming in at the end to give a little extra push. Gave him an extra yard. Looks like the ref gave him a little lip about that. Looks like they're going to come out in another 2-by-2 look.
Yeah, coming up on 6 minutes to go here.
You
in
got
the
Brooks
first.
and Mano to the bottom of your screen here. And looks like they're blocking. Sweeping right.
Mano, does he have the edge?
And he'll get the
Fights it.
first
He's
down.
Gonna be closer. Yeah, it looks like he's going to push it. Oh, that's right on the line. I think he has it. Yeah, they are going to move the chains.
It almost looks like Mano's nursing a little something, maybe an ankle injury or something, because he didn't look like he was, he had that breakaway speed that he normally has.
Yeah, he does look a little gimpy coming off.
They do sub in for him, so hopefully it's just something as a little calf cramp. Little calf cramp, and they'll get him back in or something. And Milner to hand off to Milner again, and that's going to be good for about a gain of 6.
Good run.
So
there
a
on
lot of
first
Milner
down.
to Milner tonight, as that's kind of been their side to their bread and butter.
Yeah, the butter to their bread, if you will.
And Mano comes back in, and that's Jamison Hegarty that's going to sub off. Coach Asante Easter giving his his play call into the helmet of Milner. One back again. Kick out block coming. Up the middle again. Milner makes one miss, makes another miss. And that's going to be a gain of 8 and a first down for the Tigers.
Good vision. There's a Tigers player on the field.
Rush by Zach
Somebody's
Milner.
down, struggling.
The result
I
of the
believe it's a
play
lineman.
is a first down.
Can't quite see the number from here.
Yeah, me as well. 67, I believe that is Landon Palmer, the captain left guard. And they're going to tend to him. Well, we don't have commercial breaks here, so we're going to stay live.
So let's take this as an opportunity to look at the upcoming schedule here for the Tigers. So like we said, they're coming off that win 26-6 against Murdoch. Tough loss Tingsboro the week before. Air Shirley, good defensive battle game. Next week we're looking at Nipmunk. That's going to be on Saturday, ladies and gents, at Nipmunk. Then we're going to Gardner. It's going to be at their place again. That'll be your normal Friday game. Then we're going to be at home here, St. Paul. Home again, Quabbin. And then home again versus Air Shirley. So we have 3 games, a little home stand there to finish the season. Link, we talked about this before. That's pretty sweet right there.
Yeah, that's that's all you can imagine for what you want your schedule to be. Finish 4 at the best field in the state, some people say. So it looked like it was a little calf cramp maybe for
He's up,
67.
he's standing, which is a great
And
sign.
nice little handoff to Milner.
Rush by Zach Milner.
So Link,
Brings up second and 6 for
the
Tigers.
rain doesn't really seem to be stopping. I mean, it's,
No,
it's
it's-
showing no signs.
Yeah, I mean it's something players are gonna have to deal with, especially the quarterbacks. And
And the center, don't forget about the center.
yes, as we said, unfortunately
The first play of the
we
game.
can't cut to a scene to show what the center does go through, and that looks like it's going to be a offsides on
The Warriors.
Warriors. That is,
Flag on the play.
Colin
Neutral zone
Smith.
infraction by the defense.
I mean that's
Colin
That's
Smith
a
a little antsy. Maybe he slipped in the rain.
that's just undisciplined there for the Warriors, but. And, I mean, that's something on every scouting report between here and the Mississippi on the Tigers is watch the ball.
So it makes it second and very short. Milner,
Up the middle.
Milner
Should be
to
good for the
Milner
first
again.
down.
right on that line. Looks like they got it. Yeah.
Rush by Zach Milner. The result of the play, another Tigers first down.
And another first down for the Tigers. And now,
This is a long drive.
yes, very long. 2:55 left to go in the first quarter.
They're going to that hard count early and often, Lincoln.
Early
and
and
you might
often.
be the biggest advocate of waiting to use it because it makes sense if you use it all game.
Listen, as somebody, nice cut by Milner again.
Just to get something
Ooh.
out of nothing. Oh,
And that's
flag.
unnecessary roughness, so that's going to be 15 yards in the other direction.
Rush by Zach Milner.
For the
Flag
Tigers.
on the play.
Listen, as somebody who lost a playoff game, on the hard count, a good buddy of mine went flying over the cross the line. Just watch the ball and use it in big moments is my point.
Right, it can be really hard, Lincoln, right? You're so antsy, you just want to make a play. It's really hard to,
Yeah.
focus on the ball, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And, but 15 yards here for the Tigers. They're moving. They're on the march. Good drive. Clock's still ticking.
Evan Fitzgerald is subbing out, and Jamison Haggerty's stepping on for the Tigers. Now this is where you get in. I don't even want to say the words no turnovers, but
2 hands
Oh
on
my
the ball.
God. 3 hands if you can. And good sweep to Mano. That looks like a good hole. Gets the sideline,
Oh,
gets a gain of 2. But
Yeah, Link, I thought it looked open too.
I
but
thought he was going to cut
they
it out.
swarm right to the hole and close it off pretty quick there. Narragansett, good defensive play. Believe that might have been Aiden Bancroft getting to the edge there and making that play.
Yeah, it was good to keep him for only a gain of 2, something that looked like was going to maybe be a touchdown. Now they're going to be to the far hash from our point of view, to the parking lot side. And go to the hard count again, early and often, like Benjamin said. And bad snap, hands it off, and Andrew Milner said, "Here, I'll give it to you, Zach, so you can get smoked instead of me."
Yeah, that'll reflect on your stats, not mine. Yeah, that just looked like a broken play, bad snap.
Yeah, bad snap looked like it skipped in on him. And
yeah,
maybe some miscommunication.
Fortunately, that was something that never really happened to me, but you know, if I did do that, then I'd sure be getting a lip from the QB because, you know, you don't want to end up getting them smoked on a bad snap.
And now 3rd and about 12. You got to get some yards here.
That's the hard count. Link, that's the hard count. At this point, they might as well call it the soft count.
Because no one's jumping. That's good stuff. Oh, you better hope Asante doesn't hear you talking like that. For those of you who haven't seen Asante, Coach Asante Easter in person, he is a jacked coach. One of the most jacked I've ever seen.
Yeah. Probably the most athletic in the league, to be honest.
Oh, my God. If he was on the field, forget about it.
You know, he's one of your Sean McVays, you know, your tight pants, your, you know, athletic-minded speedster coach.
Your Brian Stormwings, you know, just anybody like that, you know. Just look put together.
Right. Well, Link, you know, I'll use this break. We got, you know, important question here, Link. Over the weekend, we saw something at Arrowhead, and it was in the booth. It wasn't on the field. So as we know, Taylor Swift and Kelsey, I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm not really sure if anyone knows what's going on there, Link, but what's your analysis?
Yeah, you know, there was actually talk of Taylor coming out to this game tonight, but the rain kept her at home.
Yeah, that lipstick ain't waterproof.
And but yeah, man, listen, I'm seeing it on Facebook. I'm seeing it on Instagram. I'm enjoying watching it.
It's entertainment.
We'll see how it goes, you know.
It's entertainment.
Absolutely, like anything. Now the Tigers are coming back out. Little 2-by-2 look. With 1:09 to go in the first quarter. A long quarter, we will say. It's been a long quarter.
It has.
Hard count, as my good buddy Stormwood likes to call it, the soft count. And now Milner barks his orders. 2 backs with him, and that's going to be a false start. Yeah. And that might look out for the Tigers because 84 of the Warriors, who I believe we don't have on our sheet. Oh, penalty on Narragansett. Switch it up.
Neutral zone infraction on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
Little pre-snap. Offsides. Move them up 5 yards. We'll take it. So we've seen a couple of penalties here from there. A few penalties on this drive from Narragansett that has kept it going. So the Tigers, let's see if they can take advantage of this.
That's big because now you don't have to push the button here again with the soft count. That's good because you can get with a good kicker. You know, you can run the ball up the middle here and look to get 3-4 yards and hopefully get the first. You don't have to push the envelope here.
Right. So you're thinking 2 downs to get it.
Up the middle, touchdown.
Got it.
And that's a beautiful run up the gut. Milner to Milner action.
Yeah, that was good. Good
and
play.
that's a must-have drive for the Tigers. Took a lot of clock, methodical, and a beautiful drive drawn up by Asante Easter to get him into the end zone for 6.
Yeah, Tigers got some help there from Narragansett with some penalties there. I believe it was 2 offsides and then that big personal foul that got him in the red zone. So Tigers, great job taking advantage of those penalties, and then in the end zone, running that ball pretty flawlessly.
Now, good leg here. Bad snap. Fire. Throw the ball. And Teddy gets blown up with a bad snap.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of issues on the snap tonight.
Yeah.
You got to imagine it's hard to grip the ball.
And lighter news, 67 and Landon Palmer was back in on that play, so it looked like it was maybe just a calf cramp. and he'll be ready to go the rest of the game.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the rain just has you feeling a certain way.
Just want to head over, get a sip of water, hang out for a minute.
Right.
And
All right, Link, we got a game here.
yeah, man. We have about 60 to 75 people in the bleachers tonight.
Yeah. To those who came out, good for you. To those who stayed in and watched the broadcast, great for you.
Lucky you guys. Reason we're not going to be on camera tonight is because we're actually up top on the booth tonight. We're getting drenched, but we're doing it for you guys. You know, we want to be out here for you and get the broadcast across. So now the Tigers look to kick it off. 6-7. A minute left to go in the first quarter. And the good leg and Branco is going to prepare to boot it away. Nice deep kick. You're going to be over the head, touchback.
You know, Bronco's a lot more keen to the kickoffs rather than the punts. Would you agree with that, Lincoln?
Yeah, well, particularly compared to his first shankaroo for 22 yards.
The Warriors drive will start.
No, but to do both is you know, it's a task for sure. But yeah, he's got a good leg regardless.
Absolutely, absolutely. So big drive here for the Tigers now. I mean, if you can get a stop and get a punt, I mean, that is huge down. You got them pretty good pinned in their territory at the 25-yard line. The 20-yard line, excuse me.
You know, Lincoln, a close game like this, you know, you have to wonder, is that missed PAT going to matter in the end? Because points are going to be hard to come by here today, it looks like.
Absolutely. And going to be another sweeping play out. Might have been a false start, but looks like they got away with it.
Yeah, that might have been the second one that they...
Yeah, that left guard is getting super antsy. He's doing a lot of bobbing. And that's when you're bouncing your knees up and down a little, and that is a penalty. That is a false start, but it looks like they're letting it slide in the rain. Littleton's cheerleaders still came out for this lovely event, and some of them look rather regretful. And now a little two to the top of your screen for the Warriors.
Probably going to be your last play of the first quarter, ladies and gents.
And drop back.
It's going to be a pass.
Go route on the left. Oh, pass interference.
And they didn't call it.
Holy smokes.
You know, I will say that that ball was a little underthrown, so maybe that's why they didn't call it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But there was definitely some contact before the ball got there.
Jameson Haggerty.
And you know what?
Great coverage, I guess.
I think Jordan Bauman, the receiver there, got free and had him by a step.
Oh, yeah, two steps.
But the quarterback underthrew it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's reasonable. It was probably a 30-yard throw for the quarterback, and in this rain, I mean, that's pretty impressive distance. He should have got it out sooner, you know. You know that go route.
Receiver,
you know that go route's coming. Get it out quicker so you don't have to make the farther throw. And it's easier for your receiver to catch. But if I'm the Warriors, I go right back at Brooks.
Draw play.
Stuffed by the defense.
Nothing. That's going to be the end of the quarter.
So two of the arguably best defensive plays to end the quarter. Nice stuff of the run on the play action. And Brooks got away with a little bit of tackling, if you will, at defensive back.
He definitely did.
And
so the first quarter comes to the end here. Just want to remind you, ladies and gents, LCTV will be holding an open house on Thursday, October 5th from 3 to 7 p.m. at the LCTV studio located in the town hall on Shattuck Street. Please stop by, meet the staff, get a tour of the facility, and learn all about the technology they have here. I hear it's great technology, Lincoln. But then at 6 p.m. from 7 p.m. you can watch a live production take place from the studio. There will be refreshments served, so don't miss it, ladies and gents. Again, on October 5th in the town hall on Shattuck Street from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. LCTV open house. Be there, be square.
Yeah, I mean, there's talk about us having a booth out there doing autographs. Maybe if we can meet the contract terms, that will happen.
$5
It's
a
still
pop.
up in the air. But it should be a good night. Should be a fun time. Again, that's October 5th, 3 to 7, LCTV Studio, Shattuck Street, Town Hall. Be there, be square. And now the punt. Good snap, little
Big
low,
boomer.
little
It's a big boy
pressure.
back there kicking that sucker. Tied.
Oh, ball!
come on, man,
Fumble! Ball's out! Oh, man! Lincoln! That's bad news. We
That
said
happened
one
right-
turnover.
I mean,
We
you,
said
Lincoln,
one
you were
turnover.
saying that stop would have been big because you're getting good field position. Oh, man,
That's bad.
That was right by us here on the sideline. He had it. It just kind of, maybe he looked at field before he got it in his arms. It just kind of kerplunked right on down. And
You thought he was going to get on it, but when the ball's this wet and the field is this wet, when you jump on a ball, it just squirts right out.
yeah, one of them Warriors was right there. So,
That's a bad break for the Tigers, good break for the Warriors. And QB sweep to the right. He's got a lane,
Corey
and he's going to get the
Henderson.
first down and probably 2 extra yards. I mean, how crucial is that?
Well,
is
we're
that
gonna
play?
we're gonna find out in a minute here, Lincoln. I mean,
You gave up 1 turnover, you got the stop, you got lucky. You gave up another turnover. I mean, that doesn't happen twice.
yeah, you said it beginning of the game. Turnovers, one of the keys.
turnover.
Gotta limit them. I mean, you're already past the limit of 1, and 1 was generous. So,
Well, if you were partaking in sports gambling at the gate out front, the line for total fumbles in this game was 3.5. Strumlin, I know you put a good chunk of money on the over, so you must be feeling pretty happy at this point.
yeah, I mean, my last name is Storm Wind. I do know something about the weather. As Henderson breaks free across the middle. Wow, he's fast and he's big, Lincoln.
Yeah, they're going to this quarterback sweep play. Littleton started to stuff the regular sweep, so what they're doing is they're giving it to the quarterback instead,
Wow.
and they're using that running back as an extra blocker, and that's creating some fits for the Tigers. And they're doing a lot of switching balls in and out, particularly for the Warriors. Look
Yeah.
at every few plays, every set of first
You know-
downs, they're getting the ball out and washing it up.
You know, you think, just 1 second, you think they're going to run that.
That's snaps. Go get it.
Henderson looked like he was able to get back on it.
Oh,
But, big loss there.
little discomfort from Corey Henderson, the senior, spiking that ball around. You don't love to see that, but maybe if he gets a little mad at the center, that will be good for the Tigers.
Well, you know what happens when frustration boils over, Lincoln? You start to, get out of your means a little bit, start to do some things you wouldn't normally do. But yeah, what I was gonna say, you think this team's gonna run another Swiffer sweeper because they've been doing it all the way down the field, but they roll in there with an HB plunge in it, and it gets you.
Now it's going to be second and about 22. Deep pass going on the go route again. Bad ball. And that might have been no. I mean, they're letting them play. They are letting them play, man, in the secondary.
Yeah,
A lot of hands, a lot of holding.
yeah.
The ball was pretty underthrown.
Hey, listen, the Stripes must have been watching the Patriots game and said, you know what, there are too many flags in that game against the Patriots. I just can't. I can't take it here again. So we're gonna leave the laundry in the machine, if you will, in the washer machine.
All right, so now the Warriors and Oh.
Now that's a hard count. that count is as hard as a rock.
See, I tell you, you go to it in a big moment. Honestly, I don't. It worked. I don't love it here because instead of third and
wasted
a
it.
mile and a half, it's just third and a mile.
Yeah.
So it's still third and probably 16, 17 yards.
You know, Link, in a game like this, though, that probably is not going to be the first time the Tigers fall for that.
No, they're going to come back to it in a big third down. QB sweeper again.
Henderson looking left edge. Oh, mama,
And
he's got
going
a
to get
burst,
in and get in for the...
reaches for the pylon. I don't know if he got the ball
Might have
over.
stepped out. Looks like he's out of bounds at the 1. So you had him 3rd and 22. You go for the false start, and then a beautiful run by
Henderson.
Henderson, the senior quarterback, and they're going to punch it in up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, once you get it down to the 1 yard line, it's
So it's listen, man. It's hard to kill Mano on that because he, you know,
he's a great player.
You can't kill one of your best athletes. One of your, you know, it's him and Little
No,
Milner.
you live and die with your best players.
It's 1A and 1B. Yeah, Mano made a mistake. He knows it, and I don't anticipate him doing that again. PAT, bad snap, scoops it pretty good.
Wow, Nicholas Brooks he was coming off the edge.
He could have got it too if he dove, but you know
still
that's
wanna
one of
eat
those
it.
plays you just want to get close enough that it looks like you might get it and not get hit by the ball if you're those wings.
Yeah, it leaves a bruise, especially on a cold night like tonight. So 10 minutes exactly to go in the second quarter.
I will
This game's
say
been long so
there
far.
are some super fans out here tonight for the Tigers, both in the parents section as well as the student section. Looks like the band is staying home to keep their trombones dry. But we will say not a bad crowd. Not a bad crowd for the rain, you know.
Nah. No, I think the rain may be subsiding a little bit now. It's more of a mist, maybe.
Yeah, a constant mist, but a mist.
Yeah, you know, Link, you know, there's a lot of hype around playing in the rain and stuff, but in reality, it's nasty, it's uncomfortable, and it makes things tough.
So 6-14, Warriors on top of the Tigers as of now as they prepare to kick off. Number 5, pretty good boot on him. And little Poocher again.
Rady again, fielding. He's money with the hands today.
Popped out, but he covered it up again. But on the other hand, man, if you're the Tigers on some of these directional kicks, just let it kick out. You know, just let it go out of bounds.
Right. Yeah, you know, I don't want to understate that these last two kickoff recoveries there by Evan Reedy. I mean, you're throwing a D lineman out there on the hand steam, and he's coming up with these catches.
Yeah, he's got butter.
It's harder than it looks, especially when you're out there under the lights and everyone's looking at you. So good job there, Evan Reedy. Owen Reedy. Owen Reedy. Good job.
Milner back, takes a snap, hands it off, breaks it outside, makes one miss, makes another miss, gets a lane. Milner cuts back.
Keeping his feet in.
I mean, he is just a dog.
Lincoln, I thought he didn't have anything there. I thought it was like, you know, get out of bounds, maybe 1-2 yards.
Yeah.
Cut that up, kept his feet in, tiptoed down the sideline.
Cut back, get to the sideline. Cut back, get to the sideline. Cut back.
That's what Mano does. He finds the sideline.
Milner.
That's his style of running.
Yes,
Milner,
that's exactly
rather.
what Milner does. Man, Big Milner at quarterback, also known as Andrew, quite the baseball player. And he gives his orders. And drops back. Go route. Oh, he was down. Beautiful pitch and catch by Milner. And that was to Teddy Hunt.
Lincoln, I'm not sure if that was one of those boundary routes where the quarterback just throws the out, or if it was underthrown a little bit. I couldn't.
Yeah. We might be giving him too much credit on the boundary route.
Couldn't really tell. It was a little bit of a floppy ball, but it was there, and it was a beautiful catch. Great play there. Good throw by Milner. Put it where the defender's not. Good catch there by Teddy Hunt.
Yeah. And if he didn't drop to a knee, he probably would have had the touchdown.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure you secure the ball first. 1st and 10.
Hard count. A little harder
They
there.
get him. And that's going to be a gain of 5.
Neutral zone and
Credited to Asante Easter up the middle.
Yeah. I mean, you think if you do it enough times, the probability is
Statistically.
you're probably gonna get him to jump.
All right, you got a 2-by-1 look here. Milner to Milner in the backfield. You have a tight end. And timeout, Tigers. That's their first of the half. So each team has used one timeout. And I mean, if you're a Tigers fan right now, you're pretty happy with this drive they're putting together. And if they can punch it in, that's going to be a pretty good bounce back to the touchdown by the Warriors.
Yeah, I think that run by Mano was really dang
Milner.
good. No, it was Mano, wasn't it?
It was Milner. It was Milner. I wouldn't lie to you.
Well, they're both fast, they're both quick, and they both can get the edge. Milner there, it was a good run. I swear it was number 2, but maybe I'm just thinking of something else. But either way, great run, great vision down the sideline.
So 1st and 5. I think if you're the Tigers here, you're just going to hand the ball off and see what you get. And they'll do exactly that. A kick out up the middle to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 3.
Yeah, modest gain there on first, but they'll take it. They'll take it as they get closer.
2nd and about 3. Second down, 3 to go. 7:50 to go in the second quarter. Milner, play action. Teddy Hunt, and he's in. He's in.
Wow, we held on to him.
A contested catch by Teddy Hunt, absorbs the contact and keeps backpedaling into the end zone. We got a ball game here, Benny.
Yeah, Teddy Hunt, he's been a very good receiver in traffic. Last game against Murdoch, we saw him catch that little tip, Lincoln, if you can remember that sucker, in the end zone. He's really focused in traffic, and that was just a great play and a great throw from Mano to zip it in there. I like that route down there, just that simple slant. I mean, that cornerback had a little
RPO.
That cornerback was like they were switching up the coverage or something. He was playing off. They wanted him on, but it didn't matter. And
so the Tigers are going to go for 2 here. Look to tie this up. Mano coming in motion, and they're going to hand it off, and they're going to bring him down. So the 2-point conversion is no good, but a big bounce back drive for the Tigers to get it in the end zone nonetheless. And now you're trailing 2.
Yeah, I mean, Lincoln, do you elect to take that PAT there and take your points, or in a game like this, are you trying to tie the game up and go for 2? I mean, it is still early to leave points out there, but I understand both sides.
I kicked the field goal just because you have a guy who's so money.
PAT, yeah.
I just like that point. I do. Likely you're going to have to go for a 2-point conversion anyways. I just probably don't want to burn that here. I think I just kicked a field goal to
Take
make
your
it.
points.
I mean, Branco is just such a good kicker. It's money, and I'd rather it be 13-14. But then again, they missed the field goal to miss it anyways, or there was a bad snap. So, I don't hate. I really don't hate the 2-point play.
Right. I mean, you're splitting hairs either way.
Yeah.
I just figure I'd ask.
Spark up a little controversy.
Hey, we got to question everything, Lincoln. If we weren't,
we wouldn't have a job. Good kick by Branco, number 10 to return at the quarterback. Henderson.
He's fast, and he's big.
Cuts back, and then they'll bring him down.
Maybe to the 34.
Yeah, 34-yard line, called 33.
Something like that.
So the offense trots on for the Warriors here. 7:30 left to go in the second half. The game's going pretty slow, I will say.
It is.
It's 7:30 to go still in the second quarter.
It is. There's been a lot of punting. There's been a lot of exchanging of possessions. You had your turnovers. You've had some incomplete passes along the way. So yeah, still stuck here. 7.5 minutes about to go.
Press coverage for the Tigers on the corners. And that's going to be a gain of about 6.
Yeah, I mean, they got a couple of good runners on the team. Obviously, you have the quarterback. He looks really good. Corey Henderson. Joseph Pinero just took that carry. He also looks like a strong runner. I mean, Lincoln, we knew, strolling up to the field here, just the way it kind of felt, the way the weather was, you knew this was going to be a dogfight.
Absolutely. A lot more in the air than we initially anticipated. Like you said, the hard rain has let up a little. Now it's just like a constant mist. And that's a pretty decent tackle by the Tigers there, and Joseph Cormier.
Yeah, the Tigers, they've been doing a pretty good job in the trenches. They haven't been getting blown off the line, which is good.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thought, Benny. I couldn't have thought of it better myself, but and QB Cooper to get the first down, and so a 3rd and 2 turns into a 1st and 10.
First down for the Warriors.
You thought maybe in the rain, maybe with the ball being a little slippery, either of the two teams would, switch from their traditional shotgun offenses to maybe some under center kind of offense with the snaps being a little bit sloppy to start the game. But no, they've stayed true to how they've been running things. So, but you got to think, a couple more bad snaps. Are you thinking about going under center?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I noticed with nice tackle, but he still gets 6. I mean, he looked like he was going to be for a loss, but he's still going to get 5 yards there.
Yeah, I believe Joey Taylor met him there in the hole. It was a good job by Taylor there again to meet him. But Henderson, I mean, he's big, and he just about fell over for an extra 2. So
yeah, he's a big boy, and he's quick.
And he plays just about every position.
One thing I noticed in talking to a former center and Ben here, this center is in the pineapple technique. For those of you at home who don't know what the pineapple technique is, it's when the center snaps the ball holding the top of the ball,
right,
rather than traditionally. And that's going to be a first down again for Henderson.
Yeah, Link.
So in the rain, is that something as a center you go to that pineapple technique? Or is that something that you just kind of stay with like you do consistently game in, game out?
You'd think maybe they are going to it in the rain, but I doubt it. I think, in a game situation, you just go with what you're used to.
Yeah.
I never practiced 2 different types of snaps.
Yeah.
I was always a spiral guy throwing it back there.
Yeah.
I also think the quarterback likes it a little bit more to come in a spiral. If you know what I mean, just your traditional snapping it.
Absolutely.
Through the legs there, and not this pineapple kind of topsy-turvy, one end over the
this
other
pineapple
kind of deal.
business.
So, but to answer your question, Link, I think this is just how he traditionally does it. It's what he's gotten used to.
And timeout via the Warriors.
Timeout, Narragansett.
As Raymond Chen for the Tigers runs out the water.
Hey, he's doing his job. Someone's got to do it. I remember those days.
Yeah, I remember.
I
remember coming off the field and needing a sip of water.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, or if you missed the beginning, the introductions, again, my name, Ben Stormwind. I'm along here with Lincoln Palmer, and we thank you all for joining us on LCTV Sports.
Yeah, we'll say, unfortunately, due to this rain, we don't have the camera on us at the end of the quarters, which you guys are all probably bummed out about at home, but we're making do with what we can,
I know, I was all dolled up and ready to go.
Ben even got a haircut, but
I know.
next week.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking pretty sharp yourself. Looks like you got a little cut.
Yeah, a little bit, get it touched up.
Just a little touch up, little detail.
All righty. Now the Warriors. Fake,
fakes
little
it.
stop and go,
Yeah,
and
they
overthrown. I'll tell you, they're gonna hit on that one of these times though.
Yeah,
They're gonna keep going. That was a Jamison Haggerty, but they're testing these corners.
Yeah, Michael Cassavant. Looks like he had a step on Haggerty, but Henderson made that pump fake. Maybe the ball got a little loose in his hand, and he just kind of floats it.
The thing is, as a quarterback here, you need to get that ball out sooner because your receivers are consistently beating the corners. As a quarterback, you need to get that ball out sooner because it's hard to throw across these hash marks and get the ball deep accurately.
Especially in the rain.
Little sweep to us, and nice pop there. That was Milner, and I believe Mano, little joint tackle
Carry by Pinheiro.
to bring down Pinheiro.
Gain of 2, 3rd down and 8.
So here they come out.
3rd and 8.
With a
This
towel.
is a big play.
They got a towel boy, Lincoln. I mean, that's
just-
a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's Max Kuffman.
I mean, I don't see Littleton running out dry balls the way Narragansett is right now.
They just want it more. They just want it. So 3:30 left to go here in the first half. 3rd and 8. This is a big play for the Tigers here because it's 4-down territory, you would think. And bootleg, get some pressure, get to the sideline, cut him out of bounds. That's going to be for a gain of 1. So it's going to be 4th and about 7, Stormwind.
Taken down by number
So
7.
what are you doing here if you're the coach for Narragansett?
Well, you got 3 minutes to go, Lincoln, and it's a good question because you're right at the part of the field where it's questionable either way. I'd say go for it.
I think they're gonna draw them off sides. I was gonna say that too. You didn't give me the chance, man. I was gonna say that.
I think they're still going to be.
They're still short.
They're still a yard short, but much more manageable.
But when
and
you
now
give it
it's
to
just a
10 up the
run.
gut, forget about it.
So what
It might
could
as
have
well
been
be a first down.
what could have been a multitude of plays.
Yeah.
We now know this is probably going to be a run right between the tackles, whether it be a QB.
I mean,
draw.
I could see them just do a quarterback sweep here, to our side of the field towards the bleachers.
I would definitely run the QB. I mean, all he has to do is fall over, and he's getting the first. So, I mean, you got.
Yeah, I think. I mean,
with
you
the
probably just go
dominance
right
he's
up the
shown.
middle. You probably just go right up the middle. And ball snaps out, and they're gonna get the stop.
That was big.
That was huge.
It's exactly the play me and you were talking about, Link, the QB sneak.
Yep.
And he fumbled it.
Yeah.
Henderson lost it with the center there. The transaction just wasn't clean enough.
Yep. And the back who was behind Henderson just jumped on the ball out of I guess out of just what he's used to out of practice, when he probably should have picked it up and maybe see if he could push across.
Were they under center there, Lincoln?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were, and it was one of the first plays that they were. So
Yep. It's that pineapple junk.
that can mess you up when you've been shotgunning the whole game, and then they ask you to do, a little under the center snap. That timing, that rhythm can be off.
Flag on the play. And
Link, I always tried as a center. I always tried. You snap the ball back, and then you got to leave it there, and you got to wait to feel the quarterback taking it out of your hand.
Absolutely.
And that all needs to happen in the split second of the play before you let the ball go. So what happened right there was center probably didn't wait long enough for the quarterback
he's
to get
too
it.
focused on getting that push.
Right, and that can definitely happen. You're so focused on trying to get off the line that you don't remember your most important job, which is getting the ball to the quarterback.
So it looks like we got a 15-yarder face mask, and that's going to put the Tigers into the territory of the Warriors here. This is a big drive for the Tigers here. With 2:47 left to go in the half, if you can grab the lead here, holy smokes.
Exactly.
Holy smokes.
You were thinking, let's just get a stop, and then the time will probably be out by then. But now they have the ball. So, and they're across midfield already.
And quarterback keeper and Mansauer's in for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's a new switch.
We've been seeing a lot of quarterback games between Milner, Andrew Milner, that is, number 8, the senior, and the senior number 1, Mansauer.
Yeah, a little 2 quarterback rotation. You know, so with the way the games have been going lately, I'd like them to do the Patriots to do with Zappy and Jones.
Yeah, Zappy and Jones. All right, they gives the pass protection here. And hand it off up the middle. Nice little hole. Milner gets the first down.
I mean, Lincoln, you give this kid 3 yards of open space.
Oh, forget about it.
He's like the Energizer Bunny. You just crank him up, put it on the ground, and let him run.
Put a couple double A's in and forget about it.
Yeah.
All right, Asante giving his orders. Oh, false start. There was definitely miscommunication there because 2 players for the Tigers got going before the ball was snapped. Mansauer comes out, Milner back in. Looks like Milner's a little bit more of their passing guy. So that's going to back him up 5, 1st and 15. Milner's listed at 6'1", I believe.
It checks out.
Yeah, he's a tall 6'1". 6'2", excuse me. 6'2",
Okay,
220.
now you're getting a little overzealous.
We'll give you 6'1", but come on, Milner.
Come on, 6'2". Come on.
And play action and bad ball. Again, Mano has not seen too many touches. And
No, he hasn't.
you don't love to see that offensively. I think you made a good point a few weeks ago, Ben. Offensively, after you have Milner and Zach, I mean, Evan's your best player, so
Yeah.
you got to get him involved.
Absolutely.
And we saw last week they had a hard time getting him involved. They started bringing him in action like they're doing here and just handing him off the ball. And they're going to sweep back to the left.
Yeah, Milner roaming for
Swallowed up.
Roaming for just a little bit of room.
So what looked like was going to be a pretty good drive for the Tigers brings down a 4th and 15. And I would think there'd be a timeout by the Warriors here. I mean, if you're the Tigers, do you just take this down and then do run a go route and take a shot at the end zone?
I mean, I would
Snap
I don't
the
really
ball at
understand why they're taking so much time right now. They could be running.
Well, you don't want to give the ball back to him with a ton of time either, though. It's 4th and 10.
No, but
4th and 15.
Lincoln, it takes both teams right now a substantial amount of time to move the ball. So I don't really think they should be too worried about what the other team does with the ball. They should be worried about what they're gonna do right now. As
Gets a
Milner's
hole.
got space.
Probably should have cut it back, but takes it out of bounds, stops the clock, turnover on downs. Oh, maybe it's not. The guy did turn
I think it was
the.
third.
He
I thought
turned
it
it
was
back. So it was on 4th down.
I think it's 4th down now. 4th down now.
And the. Okay, so now it's 4th and 4. So now I get your point of why are they taking so long.
Yeah, okay, all right. Now we're on the same page. I believe the line person maybe had the 4
Yeah, I don't take ownership on that mistake. And little false start or timeout.
Timeout Littleton, I believe.
See, I don't love that timeout. I really don't because, yes, it's 4th and 4, but on the other hand, with 11 seconds away, you just took away the middle of the field because that was your last timeout. Or do they have one left?
I mean, it would be helpful. Lincoln, I do believe they have one left,
Okay.
but I don't blame you at all because they don't have it on the scoreboard. There's nowhere to see. I think they have one more. I can only
I only
recollect
remember
them.
one other one.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe they'd have another.
yeah. I think they have another.
Correct. Right, like you just said, Ben. Narragansett does get the ball in the second half.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, we're having a good time here in the booth, guys, up at Alumni Field.
11 seconds to go in the second half. What do you got for us, Milner?
Oh, soft count. Milner. Gets his signs. 11 seconds to go. 12 to 14.
I'm looking at Nicholas Brooks. There's no safety out by all the way out there.
I'm looking
Safety's
at the
roaming.
man, the myth, the Mano legend. And swing pass.
Dump it to
Milner makes one miss, and he'll be stopped short. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds.
Link. I don't get that at all. I'd like to see a shot at the end zone on fourth.
Yeah, I do too.
Maybe.
Particularly because, see, okay, yeah, there's 2 seconds left, so you would have had to have a perfect timeout.
We'll take over on down.
Yeah, you got to get the first down to begin with. And
You got to take a shot at the end zone. You have to.
Yeah, you
in
do.
that play.
You do. Because even if it's slow developing, you got 11 seconds, like you just said.
And
Narragansett going to take the knee, take us into the second
we
half.
did have a late Tiger running off the edge, but it was a kneel anyways. So,
12.
Yeah,
so
we'd like
12 to
see that.
14 at halftime, folks. Stick around for a lovely performance potentially by our cheerleaders. They are
present
here,
at the
but
game. We're not sure if they have a routine.
if they do it, we'll make you a deal, guys. If they do it, we'll have it for you. If not, we won't. Outside of that, go get some hot chocolate, maybe get a bag of popcorn, maybe a bowl of ice cream. Ben, what sweet treat are you going for halftime?
I don't know, Link. I mean, it's only 8 o'clock. I'm still thinking savory.
Yeah.
Maybe heat up some leftovers. Maybe
A bag of
throw a
Cheetos.
slice.
Well, guys, enjoy halftime, and we'll see you back for the second half.
Thank you. And welcome back here to Alumni Field, where we have our second half action, where your Littleton Tigers will be kicking the ball off here to the Narragansett Warriors, with the score being Littleton 12, Narragansett 14. So your boys in yellow down by 2 to start this thing off. Broncos going to kick it. We got a little bit of a light show ambulance fire truck. We're not sure what's going on. If we have info, we'll let you guys know.
Yeah, like Ben said, we're finding out when you guys are finding out. Nice return here for the Devils. Rather, not the Devils.
Return by Caden McCollum.
Storman, I believe it was you who talked to James at halftime. Did he have much to say in terms of a halftime adjustment?
No, they weren't really saying much, Lincoln. I mean, we saw them Narragansett Warriors, talking a little bit. It wasn't about the game, though, and they were joking around, Lincoln.
Class acts.
And you know what, though? They might be a little unfocused here. There was nothing about, coming back and wanting to, punch the Tigers in the throat. No talk of that. There was just a little complacency, to be honest. So we'll see if that translates here in the second half.
And handoff up the middle. Nice stick. Oh, big hit by Brooks.
Wow. Good play. It was so good, Lincoln, it reminded me of that hot dog that we just had at the break. Little relish, little mustard. I believe it was a Cayum. Just your classic wiener with the encased Cayum, probably, is what it tasted like. And it was phenomenal.
Yeah, yep. And a great bun on it as well. And I know we just split one, but I could have had 3. I could have. But
yeah,
great job. Let's give a shout out to the concession team.
Yeah.
Putting together a good group of good food for the troops. A lot of hot chocolate going around down there. Like you said, we just went for the hot dog.
Listen, that wasn't no Nathan's Classic hot dog, but I sure felt like Joey Chestnut eating it.
Yeah. And QB keeper up the middle. Nice tackling there. So 3rd and 5. I mean, this is like a big play already in the second half. 3rd and 5 on the other side, down in their territory. This would be big for the Tigers if they could force a punt. like Ben said, we do have a little bit of a light show going on
Yeah, I
behind
believe another
us.
vehicle and maybe another ambulance.
Two
has joined.
ambulances and a fire truck. Believe it or not, based on all of that, we don't see a fire.
No, not in the rain either.
But they're just going to take precautions. And now they Warriors jog up to the ball, and quarterback keeper again up the middle, and they're going to get the first down and maybe more.
Wow.
Breaks the
Henderson
outside and a
escaping.
nice tackle at the end by Mano, and that saved a lot of yards.
Yeah, good tackle there by Mano, but damage has already been done. Henderson escaping into the secondary. You know, you almost thought, is he going to break this one out?
And I mean, and that's going to be the story for the Tigers in the second half is containing him, and don't let him beat you in this game. He's getting a lot of deep runs at timely moments. You need to cut him down and make somebody else meet you. Make one of these other backs. And shotgun again. Handoff up the side, and nice loss of one. Gang tackle job there by the Tigers.
I believe the initial contact by Littleton was made by Cormier, getting through the line, making some penetration, hitting, was that the quarterback, Henderson there?
Yeah, it
on
was
that
Henderson.
play?
I believe Delayed McCoy was in on that as well, and Joey Taylor.
Listen, it takes a bunch to bring that Henderson kid down, so good job there by the Tigers to gang tackle him.
And definitely going a little bit slower pace here for the Warriors. 2nd and 10. Low snap, quarterback keeper, up the middle again. And going to be a gain of about 6. Again, the quarterback's making pretty good runs up the middle and outside as well.
He is.
As Delayed McCoy comes out and Nick Stallings comes in, a little bit of a substitution on the defensive line. And Littleton's defensive caller gives the signs. Still a little bit of a steady rain here at Alumni Field in Littleton. And again, QB keeper up the middle. Oh, he should be short though. And it looked like Henderson was shaken up for a minute. Now it's going to be 4th and about 1. Now you want to go right up under center and make sure you hold on to the ball this time. And he does, and they're going to surge for the first.
Yeah, Tigers. It was a good play by Narragansett to hurry up and run that play because the Tigers did not seem to be ready at all to defend that, and that's a tough play to defend, especially with a guy like Henderson, who just big lower half will just keep the pile chugging along.
Coach Easter very unhappy with his defense after giving up that play, as he's still mixing in shouts to his defensive unit.
I mean, Lincoln, this opening drive for Narragansett, this is almost taking half the quarter already.
It's been surgical. Motion for 11. Handoff up the middle. Nice run, breaks it to the outside. He's got a hole. Stiff arms, then brought down inside the 5. Flag on the play, though.
Yeah, a little
So
laundry
flag
out
on
here.
the 13-yard
Maybe they'll
line.
come back.
Flag down on the play.
And this might be coming back, it looks like.
Yeah,
Walking the back.
Narragansett's starting to walk back.
Blocking the back on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. And the Warriors first down.
So first and about 8.
1st and 8, Link, and you have to think, you know, what are the Tigers going to do to combat this run, you know? Because out of the gate, the Tigers knew what the Warriors were going to do, and that's run this ball, whether it be with the quarterback, whether it be with number 28, Joseph, as he gets the ball here, spanning left side, looking for room, runs a man over, and taken down there. Looks like Joey Taylor among one of the Tigers to bring him down. But I believe that's good enough for first down, maybe about half a yard short there.
So offensively, do you go with the QB sneak here? Second and a hair. I go play action here. I take a shot at the end zone.
Yeah, it's a good spot because you got to think, again, if you don't get it here on second, right?
Because third and fourth.
Yeah, and you got a yard to do it. And the Tigers have shown no signs of being able to bottle up the run.
A little miscommunication there for Jordan Bauman. And handoff up the middle and tackled. But keeps on pushing along.
Yeah, Panero.
Inside the 10.
Panero, he was actually one of those guys we saw in the bathroom too, Lincoln. He's got a low center of gravity, thick lower half, so I see why he was able to drive the pile there.
Yeah, he just keeps on churning those legs, keep on cranking.
Wow, and this drive is it's coming up on a 7-minute drive, and the Tigers are this clock is just rolling, and there's nothing really that the Tigers can do.
Yeah, he's gonna come out, get your offense ready, and hopefully, flag on the play, false start, and that's gonna back him up.
False start on the offense.
So the Tigers will definitely take that lane.
First down.
But if Narragansett does go down the field here and score, they could go for 2 and make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, and that's bad news Bears. Bad news Bears. Especially trying to stop this run as it gets later in this game, and they're going to keep just draining that clock.
And then, 2 possessions is not a big deal, but with the weather like this, the way this game's played out, it's taken both these teams a while to get into the end zone.
And looks like it might get another false start.
Stoppage of play. I don't know if I see a flag out there. Oh,
yeah, there's one about on the 10.
Going to be an offsides on Littleton.
Automatic first.
Neutral zone infraction on the defense.
So the fans here at Alumni,
still first down.
Maybe simmering down just a tad. I mean, it's hard to expect anything else because it's raining.
Yeah, it's getting wet. You want to maybe go get in the car, go maybe get a Wendy's, get a 4 for $4. Maybe a Big Mac over at McDonald's. I mean, once you get to that rotary, you got plenty of options.
Just get to the rotary is the thing.
Alrighty. Motion. Up the middle. And they're going to get in.
Panero.
Oh, maybe he's short a couple yards, actually.
Panero carries to the 3-yard line.
So, Tigers stop Panero there at the 3.
Looks like they're going to bring the jumbo unit in.
Yeah, they bring in some big bodies. Littleton trying to counter their own. They send in another lineman, bring out a DB.
And it looks like for the Warriors, they're going to bring in TK.
TK, jumbo. PAT.
3 letters, baby. What don't you get? And now it looks like they're going to just punch it right in. Up the middle, push. I think he'll be short.
Yeah, Panero didn't get enough there.
So Littleton gets a break here. Now 3rd and you need to get him for a loss here. You have to do it because they're going to go for it on 4th down. You need to push him back.
Coming up on 3 minutes to go. What a drive here for the Warriors. Like I said before, the Warriors definitely came out to play.
If I'm Littleton, I'm subbing in 72 for the Tigers.
He's the biggest man on the field.
That is Stefan Augusti. 6'3", 330, class of 2025. I put him at, bad snap. Tigers might have it. Tigers might have it.
They may get it back.
It looks
They're
like
celebrating like they did. And
Tiger ball, baby.
Wow. The signal there from the refs. It is
10-minute
Littleton's
drive.
ball. That's massive.
A 10-minute drive. Mishandles the snap.
Wow.
And now Littleton's not out of the woods yet because they're at about the 2-yard line.
So they bring in that jumbo formation and they go under center, and that's the second time we've seen a big problem from the snap transaction under center. Both being big. One on a 4th down, the other one results in a turnover, and that is monstrous for the Tigers.
Huge. Because that's their first turnover of the game. And up the middle.
Lincoln, I know if they score that touchdown, it's only an 8-point game, but like we've said, in a game like this, I mean, that might have been a game-saving stop turnover right there.
It's an 8-point game before they either go for a 2-point conversion or PAT.
Right.
So they could make it 9 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
So now hopefully the Tigers can go get some momentum. They got second and about 4. Rain starting to pick back up again here.
It is.
Motion, man-to-man coverage, up the middle again, and probably a gain of 3. Close to the first down.
So one thing that's interesting here, Lincoln, is I've seen a lot of, we've seen the sloppiness with the ball, right? You saw your bad snaps, you've seen a couple of drops. I haven't really seen anybody lose their footing too badly here. Which is really interesting, and that's props to Mike Lynn. He selected the right turf, knowing what's going to be weather resistant, knowing what's going to drain. Field definitely doing its job right now. These players look comfortable on it. They're not really slipping and sliding.
And they're going to give their calls. Minute 14 here to go in the third. Hand is up for the referee, so they got a few seconds left to go. Got to get the ball out here. All right. And up the middle, makes a man miss. Big hole. Keep going. Oh, might have even been a horse collar.
Yeah, Link, I'm not sure why he slowed down there. I know it's hard, in the heat of the moment. You're trying to make something happen. Just keep running. Just keep running for your life down the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And, you probably get another 5 there just because, they got to track you down. But once you stop, your momentum gets taken out, and you can't advance the ball. But whatever. I'm splitting hairs here. Great play.
All right, 1st and 10 here. The 28-yard line. Again, up the middle to Milner.
Yeah, Link, I'm splitting hairs, but it's a 2-point game at the end of the day, and these little things.
Yeah, that's what's going to get you out of this game with a win, a must-win game.
Yeah, so third quarter, this has been a quick quarter. Wow, the first two seemed a little sluggish, but this one was very brisk as I don't think they're going to run another play.
So it looks like they're going to take this to the third quarter. Littleton 12 and your Warriors 14. One thing I'd like to bring up again, we mentioned earlier in the stream. You know what, Stormy, why don't you go at it and tell us about it. What's the spot to be at for the next few weeks?
Okay, well, this is a very important announcement. So LCTV, they'll also be holding a free video production workshop. We mentioned before they're having their open house on Thursday, October 5th, but they're also doing a free video production workshop for any Littleton resident who wants to learn how they can make a show of their own, Link. So the workshops, they're going to be on October 11th and the 18th. They'll be from 7 to 9 p.m. Again at the LCTV studio. That's going to be on Shattuck Street. And yeah, for more information and to sign up, I want you to contact LCTV's executive director.
Grab a pen.
Mark Crory, and I'll give you his number right here, ladies and gents. 978-540-2488. Don't blow his cell phone up. He's a busy guy with a lot of things to do, so don't bother him too much. But again, if you're interested in a free video production workshop at October 11th and the 18th from 7 to 9 p.m., please contact Mark Crory. Again, 978-540-2488.
Sweet. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself, only a little bit. Alrighty, so now the Tigers, we're going to switch sides of the field. And I'll tell you guys, it's really starting to come down now.
It is.
The rain is picking up. And
Flags
flag
out.
on the play, it might be a holding.
Zach Butler with the carry.
Yeah, as this rain comes down, Link.
It looked like Nick Stallings of the Tigers grabbed a hold of a Warrior, and they're going to bring him back. And that's a drive killer. It's just a drive killer. He's left tackle. They're running the ball on the other side of the field. Why grab a hold of him? I don't get it. Just let him go. As a left tackle, man, I know you take one step back, you put your hands on him once, and the play's gone.
It's just that little chip.
Those are the type of plays that drive former Coach Lynn absolutely bonkers.
You're right.
Absolutely bonkers. You can't have that because now look at it. It's 3rd and 15 instead of what it was going to be 3rd and 3.
Mm-hmm. And you're backed up even further in your own zone.
That's what my buddy Ben likes to call selfish. It's just selfish.
Yeah. Hey, there's a lot of things I like to call selfish here, but that's definitely one of them.
Second down.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 15.
So the white team been ran a little bit.
And up the middle. Nice way to make a man miss. Run one over. And now we can see him start to slide when they hit that turf.
Yeah.
As Milner picks up a nice little gain of probably 8.
I mean, you said it, Link. It's starting to downpour here. There's a little pool building on the bottom of the bleachers. I can see it. Kind of a hazard. I wonder if anyone's going to slip. It might be slightly entertaining to see that, but of course I hope it doesn't happen to anybody. But coming up on 3rd and about 4 for the Tigers.
Motion.
Go to that soft count. No one's biting.
And Asante gives his call. And up the middle, makes a man miss, going nowhere. So now, Ben, we have a decision to make. 4th and 3. Do you punt this football?
You know, I think you got to punt this one away.
Oh, hold up, folks. They're saying in the hurry-up offense.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't agree with this. I think you got to punt this one away because you're down at your own zone.
Maybe go for the hard count
The
here.
game's not even close to being over yet, but they better get this if they're really going for it.
And now what do you do here? Do you take a timeout? It looks like they're really going to go for it.
I think
They're going to go for it.
Run a
All
play
right.
here.
In the shotgun. Hand off to the near side.
Wow.
And they might have got it. It's going to be close.
It's going to be really. I think they did get it.
Nah, they're going to be short.
Really. That line judge on the opposite side of the field took a couple steps to his left.
He was very generous to start.
Yeah.
Or are they going to give it to him?
Yeah, it was very close. Wow, yeah, they're going to discuss it. They're going to measure it.
Take out the chains. Bring them down to this sideline.
Yeah, they may need to bring out the index card, too, to see if it can fit between the pole and the ball.
Slowly zoom on the sideline with the players. See by his feet if you can.
They're waving the chain man's down. Let's take a look.
Right by their feet, the guy with the black hat is. You can't see it maybe because it's flags and colors.
Yeah, so the chain team trots out here as slow as can be.
Yeah.
Here, Damon.
I believe that for the one of the chain gangs there is Sam Palmer, a uncle of mine, and maybe he can nudge it in one direction or another.
The ball's covered from here. We can't really see
We're
it.
finding out as fast as you
Short.
guys are.
They're
Short a
by
foot.
about a
All right,
foot.
now slowly zoom out.
They're short by about a foot, Lincoln. And you know what? That play, I don't know if I like that play.
Well, if this is going to be the play you're going to come back to Monday morning and you're going to say, what should we have done on that play?
There was almost a little too much dilly-dally on that play because they ran it off tackle. I would have thought
Off tackle to the short side, too.
Right. I thought if they would have just, plunged it right up the gut, maybe they would have a better chance at picking up that yardage. But yeah, you're going to see now, folks, as they put the ball in the middle of the field. It was about a foot short, maybe even 18 inches. But nonetheless, pretty exciting. The chain gang gets to come out. We get to see a measurement. You don't see it all the time.
Yeah, no, that's a luxury. Like we said, the rain is really starting to pick up now. So
If it wasn't before, it is now.
throwing the ball is starting to get a little bit out of the question.
It is, and that's what brought the Tigers a lot of success.
Yeah,
To score their points.
And 10, quarterback keeper, missed tackle, missed tackle, missed tackle, missed tackle, missed tackle. There we go. Get a hold of him and get him out of bounds after
Lincoln,
the first
you got to
down.
think if they take a bit more time off the clock, and they end up putting this ball in the end zone, you got to think that's going to be pretty much it for the Tigers.
Well, and what it's going to come down to is the 2-point conversion. Do they make it a 2-possession game, or can the Tigers hold them off?
Right, or they just kick that PAT, make it a 9-pointer.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
we don't have a ton of faith in their kicker.
No, they didn't trot him out the first time.
No, so and his field goal wasn't particularly
No, it was a little laser beam.
and right up the middle.
And flipping arrows.
One thing I will point out, Ben, I believe this team has scored, this is just coming off memory, but I believe this team has scored 4 touchdowns in every game, 28 points.
They have. They scored 28, then they scored 27 their second game, and then they scored 28 again. So we're thinking Littleton's done a pretty good job here holding the Warriors to 2 touchdowns. You know that. But if you can't score, 14 points, then you're looking at another issue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your defense can be
nice
as good
tackle by Milner.
Right,
That's going to make third.
Lincoln,
and
it's
four.
like the Patriots. Your defense could be as good as Christian Gonzalez and whatnot, but if the offense ain't scoring enough points,
14 points against the Jets is still 14 points in the Jets.
yeah, it was actually 15. It was because of safety.
All right, so third and about 3. I mean, this would be a monster stop for the Tigers. After this play, Ben, if they get the first down, I'm going to come to you about your pick of the week come NFL. So be ready for that.
Yeah,
Give me
nailed
a
the
little
last
head
one.
start.
Nailed the last one, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, they look to get their call, and they're going to take a timeout. All right, perfect timing, Ben. So what are we looking at this week coming NFL betting-wise? What are you taking? What are you not taking?
There's a lot of options here, Link. I like the Rams money line.
Wow.
They're away.
A lot of the sharps aren't touching that.
I like the Rams. They're away and they're at the Colts. I just don't think the Colts have a team right now.
How do you feel about the Patriots spread 6.5 points against the Texans? The Dallas this week in Dallas. Do you
I'm
think they
staying
have a
away
chance?
from that game. I don't trust the Patriots enough to stay in it, and Dallas can come out and just freaking blow it up. So.
Yeah, and coming off a bad loss against Arizona, but I think to me that's a no sweat bet. I think I used my no sweat bet token for that game.
Okay. Yeah.
Now the Tigers chasing 2 here, 8:30 left to go.
Yeah. I also like Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I believe they're also on the road against a good team. I believe they are playing the Steelers, maybe.
No, it's not. Browns. I don't know.
Yeah,
somebody.
something.
Alrighty, 3rd and 2. Under center. They've had problems, and that's not going to be a problem this time as they surge through.
Henderson with the seat. Enough for a Warriors first down.
And so it is still 1st and 10. Bring down to the 1-yard line.
It is Lincoln from here. Where they're positioned are in the light. You can kind of see it on camera too, but there's just like a wall coming down, like a waterfall of beads dropping from the sky. With 8 minutes to go here.
And quarterback keeper to the left, and looks like they got a hold of him. Flag on the play though.
Henderson with the carry. Flag on the flag.
So Ben, Thinking of the Bengals, I believe that they actually play the Titans this week.
Yeah, they're at the Titans, Lincoln.
At the Titans, okay. It just came to me.
And I like the Bengals there too. I like them big spot there. They are struggling for wins. They just squeak one out against the Rams.
What about Miami Buffalo?
That game could go either way. Both teams look like the class of the AFC. Not even just the AFC East, the AFC in general.
All right, so we got a face mask on Littleton here, so that's going to make 1st and goal.
What about you, Lincoln? Any game picks? Any spread? Any money line?
I'm just watching as a fan, you know?
Yep. Yeah, figured I had to ask. But Narragansett knocking on the door. I mean, if this would be a stop and a half for the Tigers.
A stop in 3/4. 1st and 2. 2 to get into the first down, I believe. And up the middle, stacked up, gain of 2. Gain of 1. So now it's 2nd and 1. And they're on the 3-yard line to get into the end zone. So if you're Littleton here, let's maybe see if we can make them spill, make them cough it up.
Yeah, really try to grab at that ball, punch it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Something.
so wet, it's going to
Make
be
a
a
play
tall
happen.
task to hold on to that ball. The leather gets slippery.
So 2nd down and about 2.
And not under center, up the middle, stack, quarterback keeper, touchdown.
He's in, and
So that even fooled me. That was a beautiful play. Looked like it was going up the middle, and the Tigers were going to stop it.
yeah, Corey Henderson.
And the quarterback pulled it, even fooled us on the cameraman out.
Yeah, Corey Henderson just kind of waltzed in. I don't even think he really got touched on that, Lincoln. That QB draw, those QB runs in general have just been so lethal for Narragansett.
So this is a big PAT if you're the Tigers. 1 possession, 2 possession. I mean, you're sending the heat, and you're getting loud in the crowd. Go get it! And PAT's good. I thought he might have had a shot at it.
He did. It was close.
I believe that was Milner. Yep.
Yeah, Milner coming off that left side, trying to make some sort of play happen.
Sell out and make a play.
So now you're down 2 possessions.
2 possessions. But you got 6:46 left to go and 3 timeouts. So you got to get a touchdown, and you got to get it relatively quick.
You do.
On the flip side of the coin, you do have to stop their run game, which is what it's gonna. Honestly, you know what, Ben? I think that's what it's gonna come down to. You got to punch it in here, even if it's a field goal. Even if it's a field goal here for the Tigers.
Yeah, you got to come away with points.
Then you go onside kick. Hope to get the ball back then, because I think it'll be easier to get an onside kick than to stop their run. Mm-hmm. And then you got 3 timeouts.
Yeah, Littleton, they did save their timeouts. They've been, you know, with the clock, it's been a very interesting story because that whole 3rd quarter was taken up by Narragansett.
And big boot, deep. You know what? Let's just return this one to the crib. Or not. So that's going to be out at about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, you got to think that's going to be the rain that's having an effect on that.
You know
play,
what?
Making the ball slippery.
You know what you call it saying it's the rain, Ben? You know what that is?
An excuse.
That's an excuse. And you know what excuses do?
What's that?
They give you a reason to fail, man. As Coach Petro once said, that's a cop-out, all right? That's a my bad. And that doesn't cut it. That doesn't cut it. Now we're at the 11-yard line.
You can't be saying my bad.
We got to drive 89
In a
yards
day
to
like
get it
this.
in the end zone in like 3 minutes. But let's start right now. Let's buckle up. Handoff up the middle. Start it with Milner. Good hole. Blocker out
He's
in
got
front.
something.
And bam, just like that up to the 25-yard line.
Looks like it was a 15-yarder there. Milner, so patient.
Let's just stay right in this hurry-up
Got such great
offense.
vision. They are going to, push the tempo here as expected.
Don't let the defense make substitutions. And handoff up the middle again. Makes a cut, makes a man miss. Spin move, makes another miss. 6 yards. I mean, Milner's just automatic.
Yeah, they're
Wasting
really
no
hurrying up
time.
here, Link. You got to think it's because they've just been running the ball.
They've been handing the ball to Milner, and the lineman says, "We'll catch up with you in a few seconds, and we'll get set." And we'll go up the middle again. And he's tired now. He's tired.
I mean, there's only so many times you can call the same play in a row, especially in a game where the other team, pretty much knows what's coming.
I think you got to get Milner a blow here.
I'd like to see a screen pass here, maybe off play action, get those linemen up.
Yeah, I'd like to see a screen to Evan. Maybe a screen pass to Evan, get Mano a blow, or Milner a blow.
They're going to get him the ball here, but it's not on a screen. He does make his way out of bounds, hobbling a little bit. Maybe twisted that ankle, trying to get the ball
Yeah,
to
it looks
the
like
boundary.
he's been nursing something this game. He doesn't quite have his explosive level.
Yeah, and I'm sure that injury feels a little bit worse when you're down by 9 in the rain with 5 minutes to go.
And again to Mano. Oh, finds a hole.
Mano, a little burst
Nice
there.
job holding on to the ball from Mano. Looks
Pulling
like
it,
he's got a
grabbing at his hamstring.
Looks like he's got a cramp. I'd give Evan a blow. He needs one.
Yeah, I believe they
Stretch it out.
They're going to bring in Evan Fitzgerald to fill in for Mano as he nurses, I believe, what appears to be a hamstring. I could be wrong.
And second and about 1. Up the middle, gets the first down. Might have been a late hit, but no flags fly.
Yeah, seen a lot of these refs keeping the flags in their pocket.
I don't mind it, but there's definitely
In
been
this
a
situation, you want to see a penalty for your home team.
and nice slow methodical run, cuts up the middle. And I mean Littleton's getting 5-6 yards of whack here. Where was this all game?
They are, and it's because Narragansett's fine with it, and they know they're up by 2 possessions.
4:26. Yeah, they're getting a little complacent.
And and Littleton's moving the ball here, but they're taking.
It's almost not quick enough.
No, it's not quick enough. They're taking too much time. They need a buster run here. That's what they're hoping for.
And that's gonna bring up third and about 3. Obviously 2 down territory. I don't hate a go route up the sideline here. Take a shot.
I like the idea too.
Not at third down, some people would say, but
I like the shot here. The other team's expecting you to run it, and you still have another down to get it after. But anyway, they're just going to run it here on third.
And first down and more.
They pick it up, but he stays in bounds.
Yeah.
And we're running up to 3 minutes here.
First down.
And they get their play call. Hurry up offense still. And timeout for the defense. So not bad for Littleton.
Not bad for Littleton, Lincoln. They've already taken those 3 minutes off the clock that you were saying to put it in the end zone, and you still got 40-ish yards to go.
So, Storman, let's take a quick look at this week in LHS sports. I know that the boys and girls cross-country team, they're 1-1, evened up.
They are. They're
their
fighting.
Competitions. Boys varsity golf, I'm a former golfer for the team myself, and they're doing a good job, 6-2. Boys varsity soccer, not so hot. 1 win, 5 losses, and a tie. But unfortunately, it gets worse than that as the girls field hockey are 0-6-1. So again, they're bringing down the average a little bit. But girls varsity soccer, that's the spot to be these days. They're 5-1-1. And I hear they have a big matchup tomorrow. Westford Academy, 10 o'clock. It's a must-win for them. Not really, but I hear it's going to be a good game to be in. I hear you're even talking about going, Ben.
Yeah, 10 o'clock is definitely something to wake up for and watch. A little Saturday morning soccer.
Maybe get some apple cider donuts on the way over. And
Yeah. I mean, you're going to need it, especially if it's raining like this.
And little run up the middle for a gain of 3. I really want to see the ball in the air here, Ben. I really do. 3:19 left to go in the
You want
game.
to see the ball in the air. They need to put the ball in the air if they want to win this thing.
It's too slow.
They're going to be down to 2 minutes
It's too
here.
slow.
Pretty soon, it's going to be 2 minutes left, and you still haven't put the ball in the end zone if they don't break a big chunker.
Again, they're going for the slow count. Like, that just takes so much time.
They're taking a lot of time. We're under 3 minutes now.
And handoff up the middle. Nice hole.
If I'm not
32.
mistaken, Link, it took them about 35 seconds to snap that ball.
Yeah. Well, let's look now. It was at 2:50 when he was tackled. It's taking too long. It's taking too long. We need to be quicker. So that play took about 15 seconds in between play. Run up the middle, gets the first down. Nice run. Flag on the play.
It'll stop the clock in the meantime.
Holding. Offense. That's bad news, fans.
Yeah, that's
bad.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't take it.
I mean, there's bad, and there's what that was, and that was bad. Bonehead.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, bad. Bad right there, Link.
So now it's 3rd and 12. So now guess what? You're putting it in the air, and everybody here knows you're putting it in the air.
That's just a non-starter there, Link. I mean, you can't have that happen in this situation. It's kind of like it's kind of like Taylor Swift being with Kelsey's mom this early. I mean,
Really?
it's just you question it. Is all I have to say.
Why is this happening? And handoff again. Gets the sideline. Oh, nice hole, cut back. And now that's probably going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Another Mano is still shaken up.
So Lincoln, Littleton's basically said, you know what, we're going to score. We're going to take our time to score, and it's just going to come down to the onside kick. Right?
It's going to come down to the onside kick, but I believe they have 3 timeouts as well.
They do, but it's not like they're going to give the ball back to Narragansett. It's going to be the onside kick.
Right.
If they score here,
Well, I mean, let's solve the 4th and 9 first.
yeah, absolutely.
Then we'll worry about y equals mx plus b.
Yeah. We'll figure out the rise and the run before we jump to the
All right,
slope.
and handoff up the middle. And he's going to be short. I don't know, man.
That's almost like a throw in the towel, Lynn.
It's raining, but it's not raining that bad right now, actually. It's really kind of eased up.
Well, you can at least try to throw it.
Particularly on 3rd down.
I mean, you run the same play about, however many times. And not a bad drive, right?
No, I mean, that was one of their better drives all game, but until you had that holding.
Yeah.
So now, barring a miracle, 12-21.
That was really interesting there, Lincoln. Like you said,
9-point game.
It just leaves a little bad taste in my mouth. Just, maybe at least try to put the ball in the air. I mean,
yeah,
that's not exciting just to run it over and over again until you get stopped.
Yeah, you wonder if maybe they have a. You wonder if Asante knows something maybe we don't, in terms of what his ability for being able to call certain plays is. Because from the naked eye, I would have liked to see him throw the ball. They didn't throw the ball once that drive.
No, they didn't. Not even a screen.
To me, when you're down 2 possessions with 6 minutes to go.
And you've shown success in the passing game.
Yeah, you start slinging it around the recess.
Well, you got ones across the board, 1-1-1 here to go.
And it's 12-21. Wow, I mean,
There's
that's
a
as
couple more
cool as
ones
it
for
gets.
Couple more ones as we get down here to the nitty-gritty.
Again, I'd like to give a big shout out. My colleague Ben Storm went in the booth with me. The guys doing the dirty work behind the screen, Mark Corey, Damon Abbott's. Damon's up on top of the booth with a camera getting covered in rain. I wish we could get a view of him, but unfortunately, he fell off. So big shout out to them. Like I said, thank you for putting us on the air. And like I said, barring a miracle, Tigers are going to move to 2-2, and then head on the road next Saturday against Nipmuc, I believe. And that's going to be a 1 o'clock game, guys. That will not be live streamed. However, we are going to hit the road. We're going to get it recorded and get back to you. And I believe that's going to be on air by Monday, I believe. So
Definitely tune in. Be waiting for that broadcast.
Monday Night Football, that's all it's going to be. Mm-hmm. Maybe watch it on your lunch break at work. The possibilities are endless, really.
Right. Well, here at LCTV, I mean, we're all about entertainment, right? So we'd love for you to come join, watch the broadcast, live or not. We appreciate you being here.
We wouldn't be here without you guys.
Yeah, these games are fun, but it'd be a lot less fun if there was nobody watching them, right?
Yep. So Storman, what are we against? I'm told is a good Nipmuc team. What do you think the keys are for the Tigers going on the road, down in the bowl on a grass field in Nipmuc? I believe the field that me and you first played our first varsity snaps on.
Yeah.
What's going to be the keys going into that grass field to win a game and get back here, with a positive win-loss ratio?
Discipline, right? They need to be disciplined not only knowing their assignments, but also not giving up these penalties.
Yeah.
Because the Tigers, they didn't play a bad game at all today.
No. A couple bad turnovers, but they pretty much eliminated them because their turnovers weren't that costly because they were able to get the stops on defense. They weren't converted. But against a good team, you can't get away with that.
Yeah. At Nipmuc, definitely a tough place to play. That'll be maybe even a hostile environment, some might say. So it's going to be a tough task for the Tigers, but it would definitely be good if they could bounce back from this game today, learn from this game and win the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like we're going to take a couple knees here, guys. Final score is going to be 21-12. Your Narragansett Warriors are going to take down the Littleton Tigers here at Alumni Field. We saw a lot of positive, that's for sure, Stormwind.
Yeah, we did. We saw a lot of positive. We saw a lot of things they can grow off of and get ready for next week. We definitely know their weaknesses. We know their strengths. Again, the weather won't be like this, hopefully, next week, and Nipmuc on the grass. But, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the final score, Nipmuc Warriors 21, your Littleton Tigers 12. Unfortunately, they don't come away here with a win, but, next week they're going to be playing the Nipmuc Warriors. They're going to be on the road. The Tigers are down 495 to Upton, Massachusetts, again to face the Nipmuc Warriors. So they're going Warriors back-to-back here. But, again, Lincoln said it before, just another big, huge thanks to our LCTV crew tonight. Mark Crory working hard behind the scenes, Damon Abbott's manning the camera as well as he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, without further left to do, for Lincoln Palmer, I'm Ben Stormwind. This is LCTV wishing you all a good evening and good night.